Whether they'll have the speed to match Canada out wide, only time will tell. So Joey Butler, referee on screen, and the Canada Ravens will defend at the southern end of the stadium in the opening half. Been a massive day of International Rugby League in the Sutherland Shire. We're back here, of course, next Wednesday with round 3 of the pool matches on air live at 1:30 Eastern time, Eastern Australian time. And Butler signals time on. We are underway as conditions here become quite dark and the temperature has dropped dramatically too in the last half hour or so. With me in the commentary box is legendary NRL referee Bill Harrigan. Renee Gartner also backing up for her third game in a row. She's been particularly busy, and Canada hitting it up in their opening set of this match, about 5 metres on their own side of halfway. Megan Pakulis, who scored a try here a couple of days ago, plays the ball. Now they're flirting with danger on the western touchline. Natasha Smith did really well to stay in the field of play. She'll play it back now to Burnham, and they go to the open side. Marchak, the skipper, gave it on to Schnorr, and now it's Gillian Bogue in possession. The 22-year-old from British Columbia into PNG territory. Ball comes back to Sabrina McDade, the halfback, who puts it in the air. And so now we'll see PNG with their first touch in the contest, Bill.
Yes, we will. And Natasha Smith there from the Canadian side. She did flirt with danger going down that sideline there. And Joan Koeman, the winger from Papua New Guinea, almost had her over. There's only probably about an inch in it.
Thanks, buddy.
But it was nice play.
Andrew Ryan is on the sideline. We'll take this opportunity to say good evening to him after captaining the Bulldogs to a Legends game victory yesterday, all in the name of charity. Andrew.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Great to be down here. Excitement around. Looking forward to seeing this clash. We saw the Canadian side the other day show so much courage, and already we're seeing the line speed and the intensity in this game, so it should be a good clash.
PNG right on the halfway line. Tackle number 3, giving the ball some air. It comes away to Naomi Kalpa. Hails from Southern. She scored PNG's first ever World Cup try here on Thursday. It's sloppy in the ruck there, but they continue to put the Steeden through the hands, and it goes out wide this time to Christy Olgagay, and tackled on the Ravens 40-metre line. The kick undoubtedly coming, or will they run it? They started to run it, now they kick it. Fairly ordinary kick, it's got to be said. And it's fielded by Sabrina McDade. And McDade tries fairly hard, as I welcome Renee Gartner to the call. She's diminutive, but has a very big heart.
She definitely does, but it was quite interesting. I spoke to Ruan Sims after their 38-0 win over England earlier today, and she said this team that they played against with PNG in the Prime Minister's Cup is a completely different team that have turned up to play for the Rugby League World Cup. They've been really, I guess, relentless in terms of defence, but if any team's going to give them a run for the money, it's going to be the tough mentality of the Canadians.
We're still playing it for Canada. McDade, and out the back they go. Some nice backline movement there. That was a good tackle. Well read by the 6, Shirley Joe. Now Marchak, the skipper. She runs hard and straight, a real goer. Big-time competitor, and loses the ball of her own volition. That's a fair call by the referee.
It's a fair call by Joey Butler, and we'll just talk a little bit about Joey Butler while we're waiting for this scrum to pack. Tappy, he's a 22-year-old young referee coming out of Singleton up in the Hunter Valley. This is his first centre in this tournament. He did run the line on the opening game between New Zealand and Canada on Thursday, and he says he's understandably a tad nervous in his own words. And the reason he says he became a referee, not like a lot of us say because of the money and all the rest of it and you want to be involved in the game, he just said, I became a referee because I had too many friends.
Come together. Ball now. Put it in.
So you're saying you did get involved as a referee for the money?
Oh, absolutely. As a young 17-year-old, $20 a game. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
13, stand.
67% of possession in the opening 4 minutes to Canada. So PNG struggling a bit to get out of their own area here. They're certainly wholehearted. The Orchids
hold in the middle.
playing with so much national pride this game of rugby league. play such a pivotal role in people's lives in PNG. Here's Goro commanding a lot of attention in the centre of the ruck. There were 4 Ravens involved in the tackle at one stage. And they hang on a bit long. That could have nearly been a penalty to PNG. Referee letting the game flow though. Janet Michael, meantime, the 26-year-old, hard and straight, bent back in the tackle. Dominant stuff by the Canadians.
Go for
41 out from PNG's line. They certainly appear to have a liking for attacking the left edge of Canada's offence.
hold.
At least that's the way it's been in the opening 5. Now they go the other way. Ooh, geez. Potential obstruction, but they got away with it. Kathy Nayab,
That's a hand over there.
skipper, was there, and player ran around her. That's a turnover, and the PNG coach will not be happy with that.
Yeah, that's not good when you aren't aware of what the tackle count is. You need to know that. You don't want to hand the ball over where PNG has at the moment. It's only 5 metres on the Canadian side of the halfway. You want that kick down there, and you want Canada running it out of their own 10.
Andrea Burke, 35 years of age from British Columbia.
Hold.
You can see many of the elite women playing footy well into their mid-30s. There are 1 or 2 in their late 30s, in fact, involved in this tournament.
Well, it's interesting, is particularly with the Canadians, a lot of them, this is their second ever or third ever game of rugby league that they've ever played, especially on an international level. So a lot of these girls, I know they've come from a union background. There's one LFL player out there as well too, in who have we got? Schnorr, I think it was, Stevie Schnorr. So these girls are talented.
In the
No
touch.
doubt.
Into touch.
You saw there, well, really a cardinal sin committed by the winger, Rita Bowie. There was no room there, there was nothing on. And she's unfortunately paid the price and handed possession over to the opposition.
Yeah, it wasn't good there. I think she was trying to find what Natasha Smith did a little bit earlier in the opening moments of the game, and she got away with it. But this time, PNG girls knew what was happening and put her in the touch. And again, that's not good to just do that early in the tackle count and hand the ball over easily to the PNG girls.
Let's see what PNG can do this time. This is PNG's 5th set of the game, 1 less than the Ravens have had thus far. Here's a powerful run. It is Janet Michael. Good defence there. Burnham in there quickly, the number 9 for the Ravens. Jose bouncing out of acting half. Found a runner off her left hip. And that runner is, of course, Brenda Goro, now on screen. She's 31 years of age. She's actually represented PNG in powerlifting, weightlifting and basketball as well. The number 10. That's a fair sporting resume.
Pretty athlete.
So the ball getting some air. Lack of urgency there. And this time it's PNG paying the price for.
Just play it, hold here, touch 0.
A lack of concentration. Steele. Steele tackled by Joe.
1.
Away to the lock forward, Marchak, and Schnorr. She got the pass on the outside to Petrinas. This is good stuff. Papa is going forward for Canada. That's a good run. She's got her hands free. Able to pop the pass, the football on the ground. And fortuitously for the Ravens, a player racing through and falling on it. Now leave it in jersey 2. Back to Burnham. Now in 10, it's Gillian Bogue. Bogue contending with Hume in defence. The back row for PNG. That's where they are on the field. McDade got the pass away. A long pass that goes into touch on the western side. So the idea was good, the execution not so.
Yeah, it wasn't too good, was it? The ball was thrown out over the line, well over the head of young Bowie. She was out wide, but this pass goes even wider. We just saw on the replay now.
I think she was looking for Andrew Ryan.
Yeah,
Did you call for it, Andrew?
Natasha Smith actually came back inside, left Bowie out to the left, and I suppose she was thinking if Smith pushes out left, leaves Bowie out wide, she would have been on the edge of that pass, right on the sideline. But scrum now, 10 metres out, 20 metres in. PNG.
Thanks. 10 and 12 together.
Driven back again.
Hold.
Dominant defence
Go. 1.
by Burke this time. And Burke racing away from marker to lend a hand in the next tackle too. Burnham was also there, as was Marchik,
13
the
up closer. Go. 2.
Canadian skipper. Good to have your company. Our coverage of the Women's World Cup, wherever you're watching around the world. Janet Michael scooting away just short of the 40-metre line. She was tackled.
You've got to release quicker.
And the Ravens not releasing quick enough.
Yeah, Joey Butler saying you've got to get out of there quick. I want a quick ruck, and it is quick play.
Referees have been quite consistent on that, controlling the ruck today, I must say.
That and their 10 metres has been very good too, which will wear the girls out as we move into this game.
Humayu. Looking for a way through. The defender was Natasha Smith, also British Columbia. Naomi Cowper, right edge centre.
Work to me.
She'll play it back to Delilah Ahose. Across now to the big number 8, Maima Way. The 27-year-old put on the ground. Good tackle down low by Mandy Marchik. So PNG, for the first time in the game, are in close range. A great attacking opportunity for them. Goro tackle. The Canada Ravens 10-metre line.
Go, 5.
Ahose linking up. Support everywhere. They must score surely. And they do. The player in jersey 14, Christy Bulhage, getting across in the corner.
Now I put this one, Tappy, down to Jose. You watch her dummy half work. When she first comes into the dummy half, she starts directing to her right. Well, didn't go there that quick, but he goes to the right and then pushes over to the left. And that puts PNG up 4-0.
Yeah, you're right, Tosh. Yep. Yeah, okay. I'll work on them to get them back, hey?
So,
cheers, mate.
Touch over 11 minutes gone in this. PNG 4 points to 0. Well, that's a little bit ominous for Canada.
As close as you want, but it's out here with me, okay? Yeah, you can set up whenever you're ready. Just out here,
So the PNG girls rehydrating. The conversion to come from wide out. Christy Bulhage, the try scorer. Not easy, this kick. That's the angle. And ominous signs there for Canada, in as much as that's the first time PNG has visited the Canadian end of the field and they came up with nothing in defence.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We're all down here. It was pretty much like when the Cook Islands played the first 10 minutes of their game. They had territorial advantage for that first 10 minutes and they were always down that half. And then bang, New Zealand just opened up and scored some tries. We saw the same here. Canada down this end of the PNG half. There's a kick that's not too good. And that was by Aaron.
Elvina Aaron. She's only 19, plays in Port Moresby. Another look at the try, Renee.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's impressive performance by the PNG. Canada put the first points on the board in their game against New Zealand and kept them at 10-4 for the first half. But they're just not really getting it together in this first game.
They haven't looked too bad with the football in their hands, but defensively, as we commented on, that was a poor effort off their own line. Andrew Ryan on the touchline, I'm sure you'd agree with that.
Yeah, I do agree, Tappy, and the positive for PNG on that particular set was the offloading. Their first 4 or 5 sets, there was a lot of one-out hit-ups. On that occasion, started to move the ball around, and that's where this Canadian side, they struggle to adjust the numbers defensively, and we saw that on the right edge in particular.
Do you think that's a byproduct of a lack of time spent playing rugby league?
Oh, for sure. I think it is, and obviously dragging players in closer to the ball, and then they identified that the PNG side around the markers are very loose there as well, so good option for PNG.
PNG's completion rate after almost 13 minutes in this game, 86%, 6 from 7, whilst Canada sits at 57%, 4 from 7. Possession has favoured PNG 60%. I'm a bit surprised about that. It appeared that Canada had all the ball for a long period, but that's what the stats are saying. So we see so PNG in number 9. So centre field, and a run out of acting half by Kelsey Leavitt. Hails from Alberta. Ravens on their own side of halfway. but not for long. Here they are now into PNG territory. The defender getting up out of the line was Maima Wade, 27-year-old wearing jersey number 8. See if Canada can respond the way they did in their opening round match against New Zealand and get a try back on the board. They don't appear to have any trouble making metres. Canada, it's what they do on the end of the sets and when they're defending, and there's a mistake, sadly for the Ravens, how Papua unable to control the football and flies into PNG's possession. This is Balhagay, the opening try scorer. Janet Michael. Michael has made a number of hit-ups. In fact, this is her 5th carry. Getting up ahead of steam. Maima Wade. Hard to tackle. Good job, the halfback, McDade. Shirley Joe. Made a lot of line breaks in PNG's match against England a few days ago. She's fairly lethal with the football in hand. Delilah Ahose, 20 years of age, plays for the Butterflies in Port Moresby. Kick through by Helen Arbau. Playing in jumper 18 today, the PNG custodian. Doing well, Kelsey Levitt. Plenty of attention. The kick chase from PNG was good.
Yeah, now if you just... Oh, we got a penalty here with Joey.
You pushed as she played it.
Yeah, so he's not taking his... He's not going to allow anything in the rucks, which is going to stall or break down the play. So he's jumped on that straight away. But one of the reasons that when Canada do have the ball, they are making some ground, some metres, is the PNG girls are standing on the 10 metres and only just walking up, whereas the other night we saw them running up to the advantage line. Tonight they're just standing back. So whether they're a little bit spent from their game on Thursday, but if you just watch their defensive line, they're not moving up. That allows the Canadian girls to get to at least the advantage line and beyond.
A little bit of confusion here over the football. Now we get the game back underway at the 16th minute mark. Gillian Bogue.
17
put on the ground by Janet Michael.
Go, 1.
And Shirley Joe. Now the 13 is Mandy Marchik. She's 32 years of age. A veteran of rugby union, enjoying the transition to rugby league. On the outside, the ball comes away to Buey. In fact, yeah, Buey, that's correct. I doubted myself for a fleeting second. Pakulis into a red and yellow brick wall. Burnham, jumping out of acting half, decides to pin her ears back. The defender down low was Shirley Joe. So from close range, Canada now attacks on the last tackle, kicked through by McDade. It would have been good to see her put it in the air and make a lottery of it and try and get a repeat set. I guess that was the thinking in putting it on the ground too, though.
Yeah, she put it on the ground for herself. She could have put it on the ground and gone right. And if she had have done that, she would have given an opportunity to 3-4 more of her teammates to go racing through for a bouncing ball. Or, as you say, put a bomb up, but she thought she saw a little gap there and went for it herself. Didn't pay off, but she made the next 2 tackles to try and make up for it.
They've still got good field position in terms of where they had PNG parked
no harm
on
done.
the field, yeah. Jose, the big dummy, and a long looping pass out to Balhagay, contending with the attempted tackle of Andrea Burke, got the pass away. They certainly can offload the PNG women.
Hold. Go, last one.
Creating plenty of second phase. A poor kick. Let's see how it pans out. It's fielded by Natasha Smith. She went all right in the opening match a few days ago with limited opportunity. Natasha Smith. Fullback is Petrinos.
Here we are. Wait here. Hold. Go. 2.
Burnham. Now across to the back rower, Megan Pakulis. 3 PNG Warriors in the tackle. They converge.
Hold. Go. 3.
Marchik to the line, a dummy.
10. Move.
The head down, took them on. Good defence, PNG. That's tackle number 4.
Good now. 4.
So again, good play. Bogue. 25 out. 36 metres gained thus far in the set. McDade, high kick, that's a better kick, genuine attacking kick, and not a bad chase either. It was well fielded by Martha Cole. Martha Cole tackled 10 out from her own line after she plucked the Stephen from the air, Renee.
Yeah, she did, and LFL player Stevie Schnorr was coming in like a steam train as well too, so she did very well under that pressure.
I think Stevie played for Seattle, didn't she?
Yeah, I believe so.
Here's the rain, the precipitation.
Go 3.
Glancing down at the touchline, our sideline commentator Andrew Ryan parked under the biggest umbrella in the history of umbrellas.
Here we are, wait.
You okay down there, big fella?
Yeah, all good down here, but slippery conditions obviously now, so for these outside backs need to be careful when coming near the touchline. Obviously danger out there, slippery conditions.
I thought you were going to say slippery conditions on your seat.
Outside.
Kick through, looking for space. The fullback Petrinos was there, and a bit of a mix-up. Levitt has it now, and now it goes back to Petrinos. Plenty of PNG defenders there.
Hold.
So 4-0, it's a grind as we approach the midway stage of this first half. This game had the makings of a real tussle, and it's panning out that way as much. It gets to her feet, fires the ball now to Koulis, who strides beyond the halfway line. PNG again there in numbers. Good strength shown by Cowper and another.
Go 3.
Smith onto the 16, Mackenzie Fain.
2, stand up.
Coming to the game now.
Go 4, no 2.
Open side to Machik. Schnorr getting it away to Bogue. Schnorr passing a lot more in this game than what we saw from her, the Canadian 5'8", here on Thursday. She was quite one out and wanted to take them on all the time. Noticeably looking for support today. Great catch by the Canadian player, but referee has ruled offside.
Yeah, it was a good kick by McDade. After that little grubber kick she kicked for herself, she's put up 2 bombs, both with good kick chase. That one nearly coming off, but the referee, Joey Butler, just saying that there was a bit of contact before the ball came down.
Just make sure they're all behind
knocked the PNG girl out of the way, didn't give her a fair opportunity.
All behind you.
Yeah, she was a metre offside, wasn't she? Al Papa had the ball in her hands there, but lost it anyway. So PNG to restart play
Just here.
around their 20-metre line.
Just here, girls. Hold.
Another reminder, we're back here with round 3 of pool matches on Wednesday,
Go.
November 22. Underway from just after 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Hold. Go.
Daylight savings time, I should say. I correct myself there. Goro for PNG.
Here we are.
Machik, and
Hold.
also the hooker
Go,
Burnham
2.
there in defence. Janet Michael, only too happy to tuck the ball under the right arm and take another carry. She'll play the Steeden 5 metres short of the halfway line. Jose, and now Taumafai. Jasmine Taumafai into the action. She resides in Brisbane, in fact. Be proud to be wearing the PNG colours, representing her homeland. So some attack down that eastern corridor on the far side. The Ravens equal to the task, sliding in defence.
Go 5.
Now back to the open. Mayap. No kick as yet. Joe. Mark. Grace Mark into the action now. Again, we see good second phase. Jose. They're certainly exciting to watch, the Orchids, aren't they? The ball goes to ground with Naomi Kalpa. That was good, exciting rugby league, Renee.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually exciting to see them run the ball instead of the kick. And forgive me for saying it, but I feel like their kicking game's been well off today. So it was good to see that hit up.
Bakoulis now.
17,
confronted by Janet Michael.
Hold.
And also Shirley Joe. The PNG 5'8", who plays on the right side, very strong in defence.
Let her stand straight away.
Across the top there is Goro on her opposite number, tackling Gillian Bogue.
Got to let her stand straight away when I say it.
Yeah, there's what we've talked about with the referee jumping on anything that happens in the ruck. So again, not letting her stand up and play the ball quickly.
Bogue jogging to the line as a support player. Machik.
10, stand up.
And Mandy Machik advances downfield. Burnham. And this is Schnorr on her outside. It goes to the player in jersey 3, Papa. Papa was put down by Hargay.
Good now.
And now the winger, Kelsey Levitt. And pass away in front of the intended receiver. Marchik, though, cleaning it up for Canada. She's a 110% effort player.
Wait. Hold it.
Jose made the tackle.
In the middle, no. 16. 3. Good now.
Mikulis.
Move 6.
Great chance for Canada. 6 metres out from the line. They come the short side. Natasha Smith having a big crack. She may have it on the line, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We may be going to the video referee for the first time. No, he's going to point to the spot. So Natasha Smith brings them back into the contest. Canada equalising at 4-all.
Yeah, it was a nice try. Natasha Smith lives out here on the left-hand side. She goes to the left, and that brings the score up at 4-all.
Plenty of arms and legs involved in that action. Joey Butler did well to see it.
Yeah.
She got it down on the paint.
Sorry, mate, did you say something to me?
So as they did in their opening match, Canada fighting back after conceding the first try. And they even up things on the scoreboard. 25 minutes or a bit more than that gone. So now the attempted conversion from Irene Petrinos on the junction of the 20-metre line and 10 metres in from touch. Won't this do their confidence a world of good if she can land this and put them in front? Irene's 24 years of age. Ontario, her home. And look at that! Straight as an arrow from wide out. Great kick. The Ravens hit the front.
Oh, yeah, cracker of a kick. 10 metres in, 20 metres out, and she nails that straight over the black dot. As we see a replay of Natasha Smith then. She likes to come to the left side. She come out to the left from the dummy half and just use sheer strength to get over. And there's that kick on our replay now, straight over the middle.
Lovely.
For the 2 points. And the score now, Canada 6 and PNG 4.
Sideline comment from Andrew Ryan, 26 minutes gone.
Look, there was a few errors in the early stages of this game, but both teams have got into their rhythm, and I've been really impressed by Canada in the last 10 minutes. Their kicking game, they've completed their sets, and you can see it's actually taken some juice out of this Papua New Guinea side, and the points flowed on the back of that, so they'll get a lot of confidence out of that, the Canadian side.
Good run by Marchik, and here's another one from Natasha Smith. Number of defenders there. Tauma Faye in 16 got across quickly to stop Natasha Smith in her tracks. Now the Ravens advance the footy beyond the halfway line. And happy to give the ball some air. Comes to Gillian Bode. A couple of passes off the ruck. Burnham. The try scorer Natasha Smith, and did well to get the pass back on the inside to Kathleen Keller. Keller driven down, aggressive defence by Grace Mark, the 29-year-old wearing jersey number 23. McDade across the field, and a kick for her outside players. Plenty of hang time on it. There's a chance for Canada if they're on the spot.
Knock on 0, scrum.
You could hear the Ravens players, yeah, good chase, on the referee's audio. I like it.
You've nailed that Canadian accent.
Thank you, Renee. I appreciate your support.
Are we all good? Good stuff.
So there it is.
Correct decision.
Back rolls and locks again. Back rolls and locks will start.
Went forward, hit the ground, went backwards. That's all okay.
Just wait behind your back rolls feet until I say out. Let's
so
go
the
together.
Ravens get the loosened feet, and a massive opportunity for them to post another 4-pointer here.
Okay, ball in.
Here's one of these scrums again. Look how that scrum is packed. I just wish the men would do the same.
Our Papa. Hard and straight from the scrum.
Hold the line here, hold the line. Go, 1.
Can PNG hold them out as it comes to Marchik? Marchik, very determined runner of the football. Equally determined the defence. Naomi Cowper led the way in jersey 4 for PNG. Burnham fires the pass out to Bogue. Bogue has a sight set on the try line. PNG equal to the task. 3 defenders there. That's the 3rd tackle. They just need to be patient, Canada. Marchik, hard and straight again. Gee, she has a dig to score. Leading by example, the captain, a metre out. Can PNG hold on? Oh, can they do better than that? They've got the footy back, but offside the ruling. She took off a tad early.
She took off well early. And you know what? Had she have not intercepted the ball, they were going over to score because there was a 6. 6 of the Canadians were lined out wide.
Yes, left the line.
And Carl, the winger from PNG, was just on the outside of the upright with about 30 metres still unmarked. So they hadn't got that ball out quickly, they go.
Something I think I noticed a little bit there as well too is I think they were all sort of reverting back to their rugby union roots there. Instead of playing the ball and maybe spreading it out wide in that option, you saw 3 players try and take the line in almost like a ruck or a scrummage.
Here's Keller. Natasha Smith will have a crack from acting half. The original try scorer. She's got another one. Natasha Smith, definitely no doubt about that one. I'm sure the referee will point to the spot. And she gets her second of the game. She could not get into acting half quick enough. The confidence sky high by virtue of the opening try. And across the line, it's 10-4 in favour of Canada. So Petrinos gets another kick at goal as you look at the 26-year-old try scorer, or scorer of 2 tries today. Very hard to stop her close to the line. Look at those powerful legs.
And I tell you what, the next time she goes into dummy half,
so there's the try scorer, Natasha Smith.
I was going to say, the next time she goes into dummy half, the PNG girls have got to say, well, she's coming out to the left-hand side and be ready for her, because that's 2 tries from dummy half, breaking left.
Irene Petrinos looking for another one, and just shaving the left side of the uprights. Unfortunate for her. So 10 points to 4, just after half an hour gone in this game, as we head down to the touchline. And his thoughts on the game so far, Andrew Ryan.
Yeah, again, let's give a rap to this Canadian side, building pressure. They managed to get an error out of this PNG side off the kick again. We've seen McDade go the aerial route the last 3 times. Certainly paid dividends this time. And Tasha Smith just showing the power and strength and the marker play from the PNG girls. You just can't go backwards that close to your line. You've got to get forward.
It's funny, we spoke to Natasha Smith after her first game on Thursday, and this was today is only her 3rd ever game of rugby league. So she's a rugby union background. She said she was struggling a little bit with some of the rules, as I said, in and out of that ruck, but she's really showing she's well suited to the rugby league game.
She knows how to find the try line, doesn't she?
Very much so.
So Canada play from in front. Burke plays the ball.
Number 10, good now.
Enjoyable game so far. Powerhouse effort up the middle by Mackenzie Fain, breaking through the PNG wall. The gap closer with Goro and another scrambling across in defence. This is Nageless now. In 17, she's just been injected into the match by coach Mike Castle. So Canada, again, playing in PNG's danger zone. That will be a knock-on. I've jinxed them because I was about to say another golden opportunity is looming.
Yeah,
you have jinxed them. It wasn't a big hit too from Michael.
You're right, don't be
when she just took that last player out.
All good.
Big hits from the girls. It's still, that's the difference that I can see. The pendulum has swung as far as the possession. It's now Canada has had the ball 52% of the time. It wasn't that long ago where PNG had it 60%. That's a telling stat.
Okay.
And the other one is the PNG girls still just stay flat on the defensive line, whereas the Canadians are moving up.
And PNG, Bill, whilst we're talking stats, has spent 68% of the game thus far in its own half.
Hold. Go, 1.
That's what we said earlier too, and the only time they got out of it was really when they scored that try.
Yep, 8 missed tackles PNG, just 3 to Canada. So, gee, you'd think the Ravens coach, Mike Castle, well, he'd be Raven.
Former Gold Coast Titans development coach as well too. Queenslander Michael Castle.
That is bruising defence. Natalie Tam back slamming. Della Ordama. Goro. So now PNG has a good attacking opportunity as they throw the football around. Again, Canada there in numbers though. No less than 3 in the tackle. Burke, one of them. And that's dominant defence. The speed of the play of the ball. Not brisk. Grace Mark. About 18 metres out from the line. So now it's PNG's chance to respond. To the line and a kick by Shirley Joe. Ooh. Taken by Levitt. It'll come out to the 20.
It's a good take. She thought she'd gone too far. She juggled the ball when she took it in the in goal. So she tippy-toes, as we'll see in the replay here, she tippy-toes to the dead ball line, trying to balance the ball, finally catches it, tries to stop just before the dead ball. It didn't matter. The catch was taken. The referee acknowledged it and was out to the 20.
Hold, go, 0.
And again, easy meters for the Canadians.
Sorry, mate.
9, move!
Mackenzie Fain.
Waiting here.
Now in possession.
Go, 1,
on our own 40.
Number 9.
Tam gave it away, and now it's with Schnorr and Hapapa. Hapapa tackled well on the far side, getting across there in 15. Martha Cole, a good tackle. Welfer Naglis now in possession. Well, I certainly like the gang tackle, PNG. There's always 3 in the tackle.
Yep. No matter whether you watch a men's game or the women, they get in there in gang tackles and they also throw that ball around with plenty of air.
There's Keller, a good run up the centre. So Canada, when they had another golden opportunity to mount more pressure, make their second error on the trot when they've been in their opposition's 30.
That's why when we're talking about the way they tackle and the way they throw the ball around, that's why when you go up to PNG and you watch them in their local competitions, and even when they come up against the big might of Australia and the UK, England, the way they throw the ball, it's just entertaining. It's like the old Canterbury days where you used to say they were the entertainers. Whenever you go and watch rugby league played in PNG, it is entertaining.
Just wait there, you can have a spell now.
A little bit of time off signalled here due to an injury.
And I know Tappy because I've been there a lot of times and I've done 5 of their grand finals. And in every one of those grand finals it was entertaining.
Yes, mate.
And they're just so passionate about the game. And I love it.
All right, it is 10-4 here at Southern Cross Group Stadium. So some concern over this player on the ground. Trainer taking plenty of time and focusing on the upper body around the collarbone area, I think. Only 4 3/4 minutes remaining in this half. So time off here at Southern Cross Group Stadium, an injured player that 2 trainers are taking plenty of time over. They're a little bit concerned about the neck region, although it looks okay now. Mackenzie Fain is the player, sitting up, and wish her well.
And while we're doing that too, Tappy, you know, a little bit earlier you talked about the the Legends of League that was played yesterday in Gosford, where our sideline eye, Andrew Ryan, the Bobcat, figured prominently. And I would say,
his beloved Bulldogs to victory.
Captain his beloved Bulldogs to victory. I believe he went all right. He went outstanding. I tell you what, on that performance, he could make a comeback now in the NRL. I know he'd say no because he'd get hurt with the big hits, but I tell you what, he was on fire yesterday. A great day up there too. Watching all the old boys with Wendell Saylor and Gordy Tallis, Brett Kamali, and boy, it was a cast of thousands. It's a great day.
10,000 spectators at Central Coast Stadium, all raising money for the Mark Hughes Foundation for brain cancer, and a lot of money raised, so well done to everyone concerned. Nothing quite like the rugby league community when it comes to rallying for a great cause.
Absolutely, and just today too, with the amount of fans that we've had down here for our 3 games today, has been sensational.
So PNG have the loosened feed. They'll come away with this. 4 3/4 minutes remaining in this half. It's a tight ball game, 6-point differential.
Hold, wait.
To a feet gets Naomi Kauper. Now the lock, Della Ordama, 26 years of age. She also plays for the Butterflies team in Port Moresby. I mentioned that club earlier today.
15 off the arm.
Good tackle across the top there, Kathleen Keller.
Go, 3, sorry.
So PNG looking to get into Canadian territory. They do now The Ravens defender on that occasion, Mackenzie Fain, the player that was down injured for some time, is an inside ball from Aaron. Got the pass away.
Last one, hold.
Tackle number 5, 34 metres gained in this set thus far.
Right side.
Kick over the top and racing in to take it on the full. Nice bit of anticipation
23,
is Bowie coming in from the left wing.
Hold. Wait.
We'll take another sideline comment before half-time from Andrew Ryan.
Yeah, we just saw the last play option again from PNG. They've really struggled in this first half with their last play. And on the flip side, the Canada side, every time they've had an option lately down there and they've gone through the aerial route, they've got some joy, and now they're really winning the arm wrestle. This Canadian side at the moment, PNG need to find a way to build some pressure in Canada's half.
Go, 3.
Natalie Tam scoots out of acting half across field, went to the line and set up a support player who was a little flat-footed but did okay. Nageless it was in 17, wearing the headgear.
Go, 4.
Tam. And here come the Ravens again. Into PNG's 30-metre area.
Go, last.
Tam on tackle number 5. What will the tactic be? McDade goes to the air. Little midfield bomb, and is fielded by Grace Mark, who did well. She was under some pressure.
She was under pressure. Straight up bomb.
Go, 1.
McDade's just varied her kicks a little bit. A couple of them have been cross-field. We've seen the grubber kick, now one straight up in the middle of the field. What we need to see now from the PNG girls is what we saw in the first 10 minutes, where they really started to pass the ball and give it plenty of air and went from wing to wing. Whereas the girls out in the wings at the moment, they're not seeing too much of the ball. There's too many hit-ups at the middle.
As Joan Cooman plays it, I can tell you that in interchange news that the player wearing 22, Vero Wowler, is on the park now for PNG late in this first half. Ball on the outside to Arbau, and through the hands they go. Out to the winger, Kuman, or is this Martha Cole? In fact, it's Martha Cole, my apologies. And she's about 4 metres in from the eastern touchline.
Don't play it on her. Last one. Sorry.
Martha Cole gets to her feet. Elvina Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Less than 2 minutes remaining as Irene Petrinos brings the ball back. She was grabbed by Elvina Aaron before another defender came in to lend a hand. Again, we see 3 PNG players in the tackle. The players centre field, 90 seconds remaining in this half. It's great strength there shown by Elvina Aaron, first player to get involved defensively there, the number 5, as she lifted a much bigger player. Spectacular show of strength. 14 losing at Natalie Tam. She was looking for a potential offload and had the ball shaken from her grasp. Turnover, and PNG will get the ball back.
The other player from the PNG side was Brenda Goro. She's been in everything. She's making plenty of tackles. Just having a look at her tackles now. 14 tackles, 9 hit-ups. She's taken the ball up just about every set of possession by PNG, and then she's in there making 2 or 3 tackles in a row. And they're not just tackles, they're big hits, Tappy.
Just behind the back row's feet, thank you. Ball now.
Too true.
In, hold.
So PNG scrum, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Can they go 60 metres and score with the time remaining?
Stand 15!
The Ravens will be delighted to go to the sheds. Leading by 6. Joan Cooman. And a kick over the top. Well fielded. And a very good return to the footy too by Kelsey Levitz. She goes all right, the right winger for the Ravens.
Hold. Go, 1.
Good play the ball to Schnoor. Charging down the eastern side of the ground, stepping off a right foot, has support and got it away. Gee, they've got some skill, haven't they? The Ravens, in what they do offensively, that's the half-time siren. And here at Southern Cross Group Stadium, it is Canada leading PNG by 10-4. Entertaining game. We were talking in the commentary box before coming on air, and we all gave Canada a big chance. They're not letting us down so far.
No, they're not letting us down, and the game's not letting us down either. It's a close game. PNG not out of this at 10-4 down. They can show a little bit of enterprise and throw that ball around as they did in the first 10 minutes on the back of some big hit-ups from Goro and Michael. Michael now, 16 tackles, 11 hit-ups. That's what we're looking for when they come out in the second half, and they'll put on another entertaining half for us, another 40 to go.
We'll be heading down for an interview in just a moment. In fact,